to its rightful owner. It has been a freaking honor to drive this rig, and I'm gonna be honest, if people were to ask me, Cassie, what kind of truck would you never drive? I would have answered a septic tanker. So this kind of truck. How come I ended up with one? It's pretty interesting. It's like, since it's been kind of low on jobs on where I regularly drive, this other company wanted a vacation driver, so they just called my company and said like, hey, do you have any available drivers that needs work? And they're like, hell yeah, we have Cassie. And so that's how it happened. They're like, Cassie, you want to drive this tanker truck? And I'm like, definitely. It's my dream come true. I actually had like a minor doubt, like, should I really do this? But I am so super happy that I did it, and I regret nothing. This experience has been super educational and interesting, and I've seen so many cool places. I have met so many cool people. Some annoying people as well, but you always find them somewhere, you know. Hate those annoying customers. Yeah, I've learned so much. It's like so many places I have been thinking, no freaking way you can get a heavy truck in there on that road. But yeah, turns out you can on so many places. I have learned so much about where you can fit a heavy truck. It's like, some people think that the most badass truckers are the ones who are like out driving on the highway from like Stockholm to Skåne, back and forth on the highways all day, every day. Why? It's because the rig is so big. Yeah, it's a 24 or 25 meter rig, and it's maximum size in all directions, and that's the most badass thing. It's like what can happen on your day is like, oh no, there was an accident, now I am stuck in traffic. That's like that's the most annoying thing when I was driving that kind of stuff. Like, no, an accident, I'm gonna be late today. And then you have this kind of drive, like out on the far countrysides, where you have to fit in those tiny places, and you have to like, every centimeter counts when you're turning the truck back and forth. You have to do a lot of planning, like you can pretty much decide how you want your day to be with the map and stuff. It's like you have all these wells and tanks you're gonna be emptying, and you can decide how you want to do it. That demands a certain kind of like, you know, the map or the area kind of good, at least. That was a big challenge for me the first day. It's like, where is this place? I don't know. So you follow the GPS as much as you can, but most of these places are not available on GPS. But yeah, I've gotten into it really well, and I could definitely drive this more permanently. We never know what happens in the future, but I have really enjoyed this this vacation driving. But in my opinion, this is more intense trucking than laying on the highway all day. This kind of drive definitely challenges your skills in every possible way. There's been so many people who are like, oh, wow, you reversed up here? And those places are usually not that challenging. It's like, wow, you did that, that's so impressive. You're like, yeah, thank you. I'm gonna be returning this truck without a mark. sorry, I should have washed it maybe, but I've been working kind of intensely. It has been a lot of wells to be emptying and stuff. I just think it's funny, like, I would never drive a vacuum truck. It's like, it's dirty, it's smelly, it's like, ew, how could anyone want to do that, like, from free will? And I ended up in one. I think it's super funny. And I have definitely changed my opinion on this kind of trucks. It is way easier than I thought it would be. Like, the work itself, it's fairly clean. Some wells are like closed and you're never really in direct contact with anything if you do everything and everything goes as planned. So some days I miss my Chevy van. I had a Chevy van V8 with straight pipes. It was freaking amazing, that sound. But it's like, I think never say no to an opportunity like this. Even if you have doubts, it's like, no, I don't identify as a vacuum truck driver. It's like, who cares? It's work. But if you were to ask me today what kind of drive I wouldn't like prefer, Cassie, what kind of truck do you not want to drive today? Spontaneously I think about the special cargo, like the flatbeds with heavy machines or freaking houses or bridge parts or whatever, you know, those huge oversized loads. Because it's such a huge responsibility that everything goes right. It's like same with all my previous drives, but it's like, what's the worst that could happen in an oversized delivery? It's like, oh, I missed a strap or whatever. Strapping everything down, I think that's like you don't want to mess that up. Or like if the transportation leaders have calculated a route you're gonna be driving and something like, oh no, we missed this detail, we have to turn around or whatever, and I don't know, you can't reverse because the combination is so weird, or I don't know. So that would be a kind of scary drive, but don't get me wrong, if I were to get the opportunity, like Cassie, we think you are the perfect driver for this. It's like, I would definitely try it, and I would probably love it as well. But like, seen from my perspective, I have never driven it before. It feels scary and huge, but it's like, yeah. Oh, and timber trucks. Those that actually take their trailers straight into the forest. And there again you have the like, can a truck actually fit here? And they're like, yeah, definitely, and you're gonna bring the trailer as well. You're like, okay. You have heard those stories about how stuff break on those trucks and the drivers have to fix it all by themselves out in the forest, like Christmas Eve in heavy snow. Or like you enter a tiny space in the forest where you can't turn around, basically. So they take the crane from the truck and they just lift their trailer to like turn around some way. And I'm like, what? That's also pretty intense trucking right there. But it's like, I don't want to, don't get me wrong, I don't want to be mean towards anyone. It's like, all transportations probably are needed in one way or another. That's why we drive. We're needed. I'm just saying that it's more real trucking, it's like debatable. It's like, yeah, I'm chewing on the highway all day, every day. It's like, yeah. Alright, it's time for me to start loading the trailer, and we'll see what happens. So guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the freaking best. Stay safe out there. No matter what you drive, you matter.